Okay, so afternoon guys, welcome to another episode of Bearded Berserker! Me, Matt. Hope you're having a wonderful day, wherever you are, whatever you're getting up to and whatever you're doing. And I have a video for you. Now this is a video completely different to every other video that I've done because I've been trying my best to escape from doing this video. Because there are so many of these videos out there, which is how to grow a beard. There are so many people out there doing it, but at the same point, I've had so many requests since I started doing this from followers over there on Instagram and brands and stuff like that of like, oh, all your videos are so honest and everything, and we love your style and would love to see it with your spin on it. So here we go. I mean, the brands that have been asking me like Savage Alchemy, Barber's Bay, Da Dude, and so I have to do this video for you. So I'm going to be looking at how to grow a beard, what I done to grow a beard, what I used to grow a beard, what I think to growing a beard, mistakes I've made growing a beard, things that you can get for helping with your beard, and basically everything in a nutshell so I can finally get this video done. I hope you guys all like it. Just to let you know as well, at the end of the month I will be doing a massive live unboxing and review, not on beard products or anything like that, and at the same point I'm going to be doing a massive live giveaway, so please stay tuned. I'll be putting notifications closer to the time over on Instagram, so keep an eye out for that, and it's going to be a live one at the end of June. But anyway, right, growing a beard. Now with growing a beard, when I was a kid I couldn't grow it, which was fine because I was a child and children with beards kind of look a bit silly. But going into sort of like my sort of mid-teens at school and everything, and you always get the ones at school that have kind of got super genetics that they're starting to sprout moustaches and facial hair and stuff like that. And there was one chap at school kind of like always had like almost like a goatee thing going on, and I thought, yes, one day I am going to have a beard. And so I decided you kind of start going through puberty, stuff works and everything else, and you balls drop and you start growing pubic hair and everything like that, and these clumps of hair were starting to sprout on my face. I was like, yeah, I'm going to grow a beard, and to the point I looked stupid. I literally had a clump here, a bit of a clump here going. There was no sign of a beard. It was like somebody had thrown cat fur at my face. So I got into shaving and basically shaved once every month, maybe a couple of months, because my hair wasn't growing rapidly or anything like that, so I didn't need to worry about shaving too much in my youth. Then I noticed that the older that I was getting, the more frequently that I had to start shaving, if you know what I mean. It still wasn't coming through like a fantastic beard or anything like that, so I was like, no, just keep shaving it all off. But it was growing quicker to the point that I was almost shaving once every sort of 3 to 4 days, maybe every couple of days, because since I was a kid I've always been into that whole Viking, Nordic mythology and Norse legends and stuff like that. Don't know why, have always been drawn to that. I live on the west coast, I live in the east of England on the West Norfolk, got the sea just out here, and I've always kind of been drawn to that sort of heathen sort of lifestyle, paganistic and everything else, and sort of growing your own stuff and bushcraft and everything, and just always been into that whole sort of Viking stuff. So older I am in life now, I'm 45 now, nearly 46, and my facial hair just grows now. Rather than keep shaving it, it was like, right, finally, for once in my life, before it's too late, I'm going to grow myself a beard. I'd already started going grey and everything, so I started growing this beard. Now, I'm starting to grow this beard, and I'm sitting there, I wonder how long it takes, and kind of like, I need some inspiration about what sort of style to have my beard, because I'm imagining this huge, big, strapping Viking with a beard down here, and chiseled jawlines and everything like that. So I type into Google, beard style, Viking beard style, Norse beard, good beard, cool beard, badass beard and everything like that. And you start hitting on all these images. My hair at this point was literally slightly more than stubble. And at the time, there happened to be one chap, he probably still is, modelling, called Josh Mario John, or Mario Josh John, or something like that, or Spizoyski. And he had that look. He had kind of like, one photo that I will always remember is kind of got the shaved sort of Viking sides and everything like that, kind of hair in his big ponytail and everything, and he's got this fucking massive beard, and he looked epic, and that was like, that is what my beard is going to look like. So I'm like, right, I'm going to grow this. And I soon learned that there is a lot to just growing a beard. Now, don't get me wrong, beard products, beard oils, beard balms, beard butters, beard waxes, special combs and stuff like that, you don't need any of it. Let's face it, the male grooming industry is worth billions of pounds, and to be honest, all of this you don't need, because people have been growing beards for centuries, back to the caveman time, without worrying about beard oil and beard balm. We're going to go into beard oils and balms and everything else shortly, but you don't need any of this because you're growing a beard, and that's what your body does. Now, I learned fairly quickly that my beard, as it was growing, hit around about sort of a half to 3/4 of a year without trimming it, shaving it or anything like that. My beard was not looking like I was expecting it to look. I am not looking like this Josh Mario John, which I wasn't expecting because I'm not one for running down to the gym and pumping iron and stuff like that. But I was like, no, I'm still going to let it grow. And in March next year, I will have literally grown it for 2 years with only having it cut once. Now, when growing a beard, you must remember, first of all, every and each person's beard is going to be different. Yours is not going to look like the model or the way you want to necessarily it to look. People grow massive fronts and have problems growing the sides. People grow fantastic moustaches and can't grow this. Everyone's beard is different. Now, we get told quite a lot of the time it's all to do with genetics, which pretty much is. You can do stages along the way that will help with beard growth and stuff like that. But if you've got members of your family, not necessarily your mother or your grandma and stuff like that, because hopefully they haven't got a beard. If they have, good luck to them. But if you look back, sort of like your dad, brothers, uncles, grandfathers and stuff like that, and if they have a beard, that will give you some indication of kind of how your genetics is going to work in growing a beard. Now, unfortunately, all of my family, even my mother, are completely clean shaved. And so I had no idea what God was going to provide. But all I knew is in my brain, I'm growing a beard. And so when you're growing a beard, you kind of look at loads of different sorts of you watch loads of videos online. And it's just such a massive thing for your brain to kind of cope with, because there are just, do this to grow a beard, do that to grow a beard, use this to grow a beard. Using this first thing in the morning will help you grow a beard. And it's like, there is so much stuff out there, misleading cack out there on videos and stuff, that it's not. Your beard will grow. Your beard will grow how your beard is supposed to grow. I know there are operations and procedures you can have nowadays and hair implants and all that malarkey, but your beard will grow without any of these products. It will grow better if you're eating properly, you're doing some moderate exercise, and you're not smoking. I smoke and I vape as well, a bit half and half. If you don't smoke, if you take vitamin supplements, biotin is another good one because it helps with growing your hair and everything like that. But other than that, there is no magical formula to help you grow a beard. All of these claims online from whatever brand, this will help you grow a healthy beard or make your beard grow, complete and utter BS. It does not work. Your genetics, your diet, your exercise, your lifestyle, your stress levels in life, everything else are a huge important part. All of this stuff is just basically used for conditioning the beard, putting oils into the skin as your beard grows, because it pulls out the essential sort of oils that are in your pores and stuff like that, which can lead to dry skin. So that's all that helps with. But you are not going to grow a fantastic, amazing looking, massive Viking beard, which I'd envisioned from using any of this. This is just kind of like helping, but it's not going to make your hair grow. Now, with your beard as well, the same as the rest of your body, you need to wash it, okay? So I tend to wash my beard twice a week. Probably on a Sunday, and midway through the week, I only wash it twice, and I will only use beard shampoos or beard soap bars. You don't want to be using shampoos and stuff that you use on your head, because it's quite an abrasive stuff, not that it pulls your skin off, but they're kind of quite harsh. And your beard hair is completely different to your head hair. So you're going to be treating it differently than you would on this, because you don't want to be pulling out all of those essential oils and stuff and natural oils in your skin and leaving it dry, which is going to cause sort of like breakage in your hair and stuff like that. And so this is going to help your oils as well, and your balms and your butters is going to help to put those oils back into your skin when you wash it. Which is why I will, once I've washed my beard, I'll only use 8 drops of beard oil as opposed to the usual 6 that I will use every morning, but we'll get into that in a second. So my beard was growing. I have this really decent sort of like looking front bit. I've got a blackish kind of like blonde natural streak down the middle, which has always made this side of my beard look completely different to this side of the beard. It's the way that it grows. It's both exactly the same length either side. It's not fuller one side or the other. It's just the way that I've got a bigger segment of grey, which is a lot more noticeable than a smaller segment of grey. But I have all this, and this kind of tends to sit on one side. But that, if you look at the side, not so much grey through there yet. Blonde, yes, my sides aren't as full as a lot of people's out there. But I also, at the same point, kind of notice other people's beards are. Everyone's got a problem with their beard. Everyone's got a problem with the way they look. Everyone's got a problem with the way they feel. What we need to start doing is worrying about ourselves and not other people, okay? I'm sick and tired, a bit of a rant here. I'm sick and tired of seeing these sites that get you to upload a photo of your beard, and 2 blokes or someone will sit there and critique it and go, well, you should do this to it. You should do this. This is going to help, and this is going to... Knob off. Everyone's beard is different. If you grow a beard and you don't like it, you can shave it off. You can trim it. You can have it put into pointed styles. You can just have your mutton chops down the side. You can just have a big goatee. You could just have a big soul patch. Do whatever you like. It is not about what other people think about you. It's about you feeling good about yourself and your skin you're in and your body that you're in as well. So don't worry that your beard looks different to somebody else's that walks past you. I've done it. I've walked past people and gone, fuck, he's got a good beard. He's better looking than mine. And then I suddenly realise, no, they're just both different beards. And when you have beard competitions as well, it's one thing with like all the curl, sort of like French moustaches and stuff like that, and beard styling competitions. But all these competitions to say his beard's better than that beard, and it's all individual kind of like, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it's all kind of down to the individual what you would want out of your beard. I've seen some people with some amazing Viking style plaits and kind of like beads put in the beards and everything like that. There are some damn awesome styles. Yes, I agree that certain styles fit certain faces, but it's entirely up to you what you want to do and how you want to grow it. So we've covered washing your hair, growing your beard and everything like that. And like I say, coming to March next year, that will be 2 solid years I've had growing my beard, and I have only had it trimmed once. And I will get it trimmed again in March. So that'll obviously be twice, sort of like once a year I get it trimmed. Now, when it comes to waking up in the morning, you need to brush your beard. Because obviously with bed head, mine sort of sits at the side like this, wake up with it up in my face. And beard combs, beard brushes and stuff like that. First thing that I did when I was growing a beard is use one of these. These come in many different disguises and forms, and it is basically a cheap comb. Got your wide tooth on there, and your kind of like your narrow gauge on there. Now these are, as you've heard in each and every single video, these are mass produced, okay? They literally injected, molded, mold comes down, mold goes up, comb comes out, which is why these are so cheap, and usually it costs around about sort of 30p to a pound or something like that. These, because these are molded, injection molded and stuff like that, have little bits of plastic left on them, sharp bits in the top, which can trap your hair, pull your hair, damage your hair, pull it out and stuff like that. So one of these is not your best bet. Great for your hair, don't get me wrong, your head hair, like I say, is different, but your beard hair is thicker and almost like pubic hair. So you tend to go out and buy a beard comb, beard brush. Now these are not expensive things, beard brushes and beard combs and stuff like that. They range from a couple of quid all the way up to some really expensive sorts of things. So first thing I started using is kind of one like this. Now as you can see, a lot of these are actually handmade and carved and stuff like that. These do not possess any of those nasty gubbins that kind of like bits sticking out of them. They've almost been hand finished, so the gap in there is nice and smooth and there's no jaggedy bits up here to cut your hair and damage it. So I progressed to using one of those. But then once my beard started growing, I needed a wider gauge tooth comb. So I then moved up to this. This one is from Lakeland Beard Care. Thank you very much for sending that through. A wide gauge tooth comb, which allows more hair to travel through it. As you can see, there's less teeth in there and there's a bigger gap. So this literally goes straight through and glides through your beard without catching, snagging, pulling or anything like that. Now at the same point, you can also get the double-sided ones, which got a wide gap and a sort of like narrow gap at the top. These are obviously hand finished as well, so you don't suffer with that sort of problem of the jaggedy bits and offcuts still stuck to it and everything like that. But you can get that, which is good for your hair if you want, or your moustache, and this side for your beard. Or you can get beard brushes, usually made out of badger hair and all sorts of stuff like that. This one's from Opie's, thank you very much. And again, these don't cost the earth. Very nice if you've got a clean style, if you know what I mean. A lot of people have got curly beards and stuff like that. It's very nice, kind of nice for smoothing everything down and taking, especially good for when you're kind of trying to style your beard and everything else. So you've got your beard combs, and one that I got recently from Audacious Beard Company is a proper beard brush, which has got these wooden pegs in there, which is just nice, goes through the beard extremely well, adds a bit of volume to the chops and everything, especially for me because I've got very thin sort of sideburns, so like I've got this massive clump here and then some here, all different colours. It's like Technicolor beard, so that is another good option as well. Right. So that is beard combs and brushes sorted out. You can buy vegan-free ones that haven't got ball bristle in them or badger bristles or whichever. Then it comes on to beard oil. Right. Your beard, the longer it gets, basically pulls oil out from your skin, okay? And what it does is it basically puts oils back onto the skin and into the hair to kind of like make it feel soft, conditioned, and your skin not dry and itchy, because as you start growing a beard, you'll notice that itchy stage. This will help to alleviate that and put the oils back in, because your skin's not really used to hair coming out of it, which is why you tend to get beard itch and stuff like that, because it's like your pores and sort of hair follicles going, oh, I'm alive, and they get a bit crazy. Now, you can get loads of different beard oils out there. There are a shed ton. Rules with buying beard oils. Right. All products in the UK and EU have to have a CPSR certificate, which is a cosmetic product safety report, which is basically, it's passed a test to make sure that you're not going to turn into a werewolf, your skin's not going to drop off, your beard's not going to fall out, that it's relatively safe to use. And all products in the UK and Europe have to have this. If it doesn't have it, don't touch it. Now with all beard products and stuff like that, go for stuff that's natural, organic if possible and everything, because you don't want to be slathering your face in chemicals when you use your beard oil. It should be natural. You've got jojoba oil, almond oil, loads of different oils that are used in it. Coconut oil, carrot oil, linseed oil I've heard being used as well. Shea butter is beard balms and stuff which we'll get into in a minute. But make sure it's as natural as possible. Now you tend to find two different sorts of beard oil, unscented and scented. Not a problem with either of them. Unscented is great if you're wearing a really nice aftershave that you don't want the smell of the beard oil to kind of counteract and bounce off. So that's why you would use an unscented, and some people just don't want to smell of anything. And you get your scented ones. Now with the scented ones, they hold a scented, 1,000,001 different scents out there, from woody ones to sweet ones, citrusy ones, winter ones, floral ones, herby ones, cherry ones, pumpkin spice ones, loads and loads and loads of different ones out there. Always check the ingredients before you buy them. When you do buy a beard oil and with a scent on it, always remember the scent from the bottle is going to be completely different to once you put it on your hand, because once you start generating some heat through it, that starts releasing all the smells. So when you do take off your beard oil, even though it has a scent to it, it's going to be a lot of the time completely different to once you generate some heat through it. So there you go. Now with beard oil, I tend to use 6 drops per day. In the morning, I'll wake up, style my beard and everything like that, put some of this through, make sure it goes through into your skin, give it a nice little massage in there. Also with a beard comb as well, I will sort of like just against my skin, almost kind of like massage my skin to help bring the blood vessels closer to the surface and everything like that, and to thoroughly massage the oil into my hair, because a lot of the time the oil is for your skin and not necessarily your hair. And scent profiles, like I say, there are loads of them out there. 6 drops a day I'll use, usually 8 drops 7 to 8 drops when I wash my beard, just to put some extra oils into my skin. And maybe if I've had a hot sweaty day at work, I might come home and put a couple of drops on my beard, just literally see me through until the next morning, because my job does dry my skin out. So those are kind of your beard oils. So make sure it's got a cosmetic safety report certificate with it. Make sure it's natural, make sure it's organic, and make sure it's certainly not full of chemicals. And remember, whenever you do use beard oil and stuff like that, first time before you use it, always do a tester patch on your hand. Even though it's got its cosmetic safety report and everything else and it's all natural, does not mean you're not going to have an allergy against it, okay? Always do a test patch first, as opposed to slathering it all over your face and having a breakout. So that is beard oils covered, beard combs covered. I'm going to have a glug of coffee. I'm getting there slowly. What we got left to do? Cool. Now then, afterwards, you've done that, or instead of, you've heard of these things called a beard balm. Now what a beard balm tends to do, loads of different sorts out there. This is one from Rune Silk. This is one from Audacious Beard Company, come in all shapes and sizes. This is my one that I've done a collaboration with Barber's Babe, same with the oil. Beard balms pretty much do exactly the same thing, but it's slightly more of a conditioner for your hair. And plus with beard balms, they tend to have small amounts of beeswax in it, which is helpful with a little tiny bit of styling. It's not necessarily a styling product. Comes in like a block like this, and when you do use it, literally I use half a fingernail per day, which is literally that much. You rub it through your hands, which it starts emulsifying and melting with butters in there, shea butter, jojoba oil, almond oil and stuff like that, coconut butter, and you've got your scents as well in there. Rub it together, run it through your beard and everything, and this is going to help with a bit of styling. Again, you can get scented and unscented. There are 1,000,001 different scents out there. Again, make sure it's natural. There's no horrible chemicals in there, because don't get me wrong, I know necessarily expensive doesn't mean it's great, and I know that cheap doesn't necessarily mean it's crap, but always make sure you read the ingredients before you use any products. There's some really good cheap ones out there, and there's some really bad expensive ones out there. So this is not necessarily a styling product. There are specific styling products. You can also get, thank you very much for Angry Kraken for sending this through, a beard wax. Now, as the name suggests, this is for styling your beard. It's kind of like got the same properties as a beard balm, but it has a shed ton more wax in it and is very useful for styling your beard if you want to do different styles with it and French moustaches and stuff like that, and splitting it and plaiting it and all sorts of stuff. So it's very good for styling. So if you're looking for a styling product for your beard, buy a beard wax as opposed to a beard balm, which is only going to help slightly with styling. On top of that, thank you for Devilishly Bearded for sending that through. You get a moustache wax. Now this is purely for your moustache. I suppose you can use it in other places, but this is for if you want to start doing your twists and stuff like that and styling it out. For some reason, I've always had it in kind of like the downward position, almost handlebar style. I have a little buffalo horn moustache comb that I use just to kind of like keep it all down and help if I do a bit of wax in it, moustache wax, because I do occasionally get hair sticking up here, hairs going up my nose, which is bloody irritating. So you can buy, if you just grow a moustache and no beard, just use moustache wax. You can use a little bit of beard balm in it as well, just to kind of keep everything moisturised and conditioned. And on top of that, so if that wasn't enough, you've got your beard balms, your beard oils, your beard wax and your moustache wax. You've also got something called a beard butter. Thank you very much for Savage Alchemy for sending this one through. Now with a beard butter, this tends to have absolutely no beeswax in it whatsoever. It's purely conditioning. This is helping again with putting the oils in your skin, basically conditioning your beard and everything else, giving your beard a nice shine, but it is not a styling stuff. So this is almost kind of like a solid form of beard oil. So you don't have to use all three. You can just use a beard oil. You can just use a beard balm. You can just use a beard butter. So you don't have to use all three. And to be honest, I've never ever used all three. If at most, all I tend to use is maybe once a week, once a fortnight, I'll use a little bit of moustache wax, but the rest of the time I'm literally just using a beard oil and a beard balm. The balm for a bit of styling, the oil for the conditioning, and a bit of extra conditioning with the balm as well, and the shea butters, cocoa butters, macadamia butter and everything else in there. So that is what I tend to use on a daily basis. But occasionally I just have a day off and it's like, I can't be bothered to style my beard and everything. I ain't going anywhere. I'm just sitting there chilling out. So then I will just use a butter instead. So any of the above is good, but you do not need all three at the same time. So that was that covered, that was that covered, and that was that covered. Now, one of the biggest things as well I hear, like I say, I'm not one to judge or talk or anything like that because my beard ain't perfect by any way, stretch or form, but it is my beard. Do not avoid, if you're going for a nice kept style that's down to here, understand going and having it trimmed. Trimming your beard does not make your hair grow faster. It never has done, it never will do. Why would it? It grows at the same length. The reason you seem to suddenly go from a lot of hair, from no hair to a lot of hair, then everything seems to stop because you're used to this being on your face, so you don't notice it getting longer and longer. I notice it now because I look on old Instagram photos and go, damn, I thought it had stopped growing. It hasn't. Hair tends to reach a terminal length and it will drop out and new hair will grow into its place and stuff like that. Trimming it all the time, you are not going to get your desired length if you want to grow a beard down to your knees, if your genetics allows you to. If you keep trimming it, you're never going to get there because beard hair takes, on some people, a very, very long time to grow. Other people, you just look at one day, they're clean shaven, the next day, damn, they've got a beard. How did that happen? Some people have amazing genetics like that. Other people, like me to a certain degree, struggle growing a beard. But it's not about what everyone looks like. It's about yourself, your beard. Grow it and do what you want to do with it because it is your beard and you are wearing it. And whatever style you're rocking, however long your beard is, whether you've just got a moustache, whether you've just got mutton chops, whether you've got a goatee, be proud of it and rock it. Enjoy it and enjoy the smells and scents that you can get from your beard oils and beard balms. Don't keep getting it cut unless you want it in a short style and everything like that. And just see what nature has designed for you to have on your face, because naturally this grows. This is not something that, we want this to happen. It's something that naturally occurs on your face, and it's your own body's way of doing it. And I do envy some of those people out there that have got other sort of different, they grow these bits out really big, like noddy holder. You've got some people with the most fantastic moustaches. You've got these huge, massive, big, thick, dense, heavy beards. Whatever you're growing, just enjoy it and rock it. So that is kind of my run up from growing a beard. I'm still growing it. I don't know what style to have my beard done in yet. I'm just enjoying going through the process of looking through all the small brands products out there, because there are some really good stuff on the market out there. I hope this has helped. If there is anything that I've missed, because as you notice, everything I've done in this video is one take. There are no cuts whatsoever, which is why I'm armed with my cup of coffee, mug of coffee even. Because all of my videos on my channel are just one continuous all the way through. No cuts, no edits. If I get it wrong, I stop it and I start it again. So luckily the doorbell hasn't phone gone off or anything like that. But I hope this has helped at least one person out there with growing a beard. It's not going to look like how you imagined it to look unless you have fantastic genetics. But enjoy what you've got, appreciate what you've got, because it could always be worse, and you could have the point where you have no beard. And it doesn't matter whether you're clean shaven, whether you got a beard, whether you've got a stash, whatever you've got, enjoy your life. Make the most of it. Keep on looking after each other. Keep on taking care of each other. Keep on supporting each other, and keep growing together. And I really do sincerely hope that this has been a help to somebody out there. Thank you for the dude today for getting in touch to say, look, what are you going to do this video? Hope it's helped. Any questions whatsoever, please get in touch with me. I'm always here to help and support you as much as I can. I'm over there on Instagram as Viking Beard Matt. You can comment down below. You can email me as well. I'm at mattrp74@outlook.com, all lowercase. All one word is Matt as well, mattrp74@outlook.com. But I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I've finally got it done and out the way, and thank you to the products and the brands that I've shown, and have a great day. Thank you.